Hi YouTube. Well, Random331 responded in a comment. Sadly, his comment has nothing to do with any of the things I said in my video at all. Instead of coming out and addressing any of my points, or me picking on him, he chose to preach at me. Not to me, because I don't think he would give a fuck who he was saying it to, just at me in general. Therefore, I'm just gonna fuck with him. Now, Random, unlike you, I'm actually going to address the things you've said. And I'm going to do it sentence by sentence. But before I start, what you've done here, by ignoring my argument and just throwing your religion at me, is completely pointless. It does nothing. Just like shoving feathers up your ass doesn't make you a chicken, quoting your religion to me doesn't make anything you have to say valid. I'm just a saved sinner who acknowledges the holiness of God. Got that? Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't care that you're saved. I don't care that you're a Christian. I care that you put out a video with this list of hateful, stupid shit. Had your video just been about God, had it just been about Christianity, that would have been one thing. I wouldn't have fucked with you. But you showed so much fucking hate that I jumped on you. Get over it. I'm a sinner, but I've admitted it and dropped my self-righteousness before God. Well, that may well be, but you haven't dropped your self-righteousness before your fellow man. That matters more to me than what you say to God. And even if you've dropped your self-righteousness before man, your false sense of righteous indignation is still going strong. God is forgiving and merciful, but not to self-righteous, holier-than-God atheists who think they can skip repenting. Alright. 1. Isn't your God omnibenevolent? Doesn't he love everyone? You apparently have a thing against Catholics and against people who aren't of the same doctrine as you or denomination as you, so therefore I'm guessing you go on a faith-only bit for salvation? Yeah, that really implies an omnibenevolent God, and telling me that he's not forgiving and merciful to atheists like me, really not helping your case. Also, sweetheart, you're not the first person to tell me that I have a holier-than-thou attitude. You're not the first person to imply that I'm arrogant. Let me clear this up for everyone. I don't give a flying fuck. Look right here. Do you see little green men jumping up and down in my eyes saying, I give a damn? No, that's because I don't. I'd also like to point out that most of the time when people come back and say that I'm arrogant or that I have a holier-than-thou attitude, it's because I've said something that pissed them off. It's not because they had an issue with my points, because usually, just like you, Random331, they don't address them. They just choose to say, well, she's arrogant, so we're going to dismiss her actual arguments. No, that's not how it works. Jesus Christ died and rose again, proving who he is with over 500 eyewitnesses to his resurrection. Again, I'd like to point out that I don't take issue with you being a Christian. I don't take issue with you believing in Jesus. I don't. There's the big difference between us. What I took issue with, darling, was your list of bullshit. Your list of petty things that you don't like, so you felt the need to condemn them all, when your own holy book tells you that you shouldn't. Repent, and trust Christ and all is forgiven. So, think the way that you do, and believe the way that you do, or I'm not forgiven. I can't think the way that you do. Mainly because I have an IQ greater than that of a rock, but also because I don't see a need to. I don't see a need to think like everyone else, or to think like you especially. because to think like you would make me want to blow my fucking brains out. It's so easy that you have no excuse on the day of judgment. Yeah, it'd be easy for me to repent to God, because it's easy to lie. But I don't believe in Him, so I'll not be taking the easy route and repenting to something I don't agree with. If I really want to repent, I'll be doing it to the people that I've wronged. I'll be doing it to my peers. Not to some force that isn't going to make any difference whether I apologize to him. See, because a lot of times when people say this, repent or be damned, it has nothing to do with actually making it up to the people that you've wronged. God help you. Thank you, Random331, for giving me the most thinly veiled fuck you I've ever received. Another one of the differences between me and you, darling, is that I can actually say it. Random331, fuck you and your hateful bullshit. Now let me make something quite clear. I am not an anti-theistic bitch. I do not care what religion you are. I am not anti-religion. I am anti-stupidity. And that is pretty much what Random331 is spewing in his videos, and actually in this comment, in the fact that he couldn't address what I said, so he chose to preach at me instead. If you're gonna come back, at least try a little harder.